More victims are coming forward, accusing a former New Mexico school employee of molesting them.
Robert Apodaca was already facing charges of criminal sexual contact after an incident with a student in 2019. News 13's Jamie Seymour is here tonight with these new charges.
3 more victims have come forward with their own assaults, and according to police reports, at least one school employee knew and didn't report it.
Just a few months after a former New Mexico school employee ended up behind bars for molesting a student, other young victims are now reporting their own assaults by the same man.
One of the families reached out to us looking for assistance.
30-year-old Robert Apodaca is now accused of molesting 2 boys who were at least 8 years old at the time and sexually assaulting another who was at least 14 years old.
We suspect and expect that there will be significant numbers of additional victims that unfortunately will be coming forward as time goes on.
The first allegation surfaced in 2019 while Apodaca was an employee at the Gonzales Community School in Santa Fe. Back in September, Santa Fe Public Schools told KRQE police didn't notify them about the allegations until months after it had been reported.
We understand that not everything can be shared with us, but any information that can be shared would help us in the future plan and prepare.
Attorney Paul Linenberger has worked for years representing victims of child sexual abuse and says after working in previous cases involving the school district and the archdiocese, it's frustrating that incidents have continued.
I wish I could say that that experience had taught them that they needed to be particularly vigilant in situations such as this, but it does not appear that that was the case.
After his time at SFPS, Apodaca went on to work at the Santo Niño Catholic School, where 2 of the new allegations also stem from. In an interview with state police, a school employee says she witnessed inappropriate behavior between Apodaca and a student, but didn't report it and decided to instead, quote, prey on it. It's one of the reasons Linenberger hopes to go beyond the criminal case and make a greater impact.
Change the culture and to really make it a point that this is wholly unacceptable, to not have procedures in place, to not have oversight in place.
We reached out to Santa Fe Public Schools for an updated response, but they're declining to comment on the ongoing investigation. Santo Niño didn't return our calls. Back to you.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Apodaca was released last week on bond. He's expected back in court on these new charges later this month.